You went in and you cleaned yourself up because you and I have a lot in common.
Yeah.
You don't need to say it that way.
Well, yeah, we do. It's so funny listening to your story. I go, that's me.
Yeah.
They say there's a twin for everybody.
It's amazing how much, I'm just guessing how much you think you hated the world, and then when you sober up, you realize, wow, I just hate me. The world's pretty great. People are pretty great.
Yeah, well, it was interesting. And I'm not dropping names, but I had one night where I worked with Seinfeld back before his sitcom at a college, and we got stuck talking, waiting for our checks. And I was miserable. I mean, so after about an hour, he says, can I say something to you? And I go, yeah, please. He goes, and all your complaints. And he goes, believe me, there was a myriad of them. I never heard you complain about how hard you work on your act. He said, this is a small business. You take care of your craft, the business will take care of you. And I thought that was one of the most profound things I'd ever heard. And I go, you in a 12-step program? He goes, no, it's common sense.
So you were sober at the time?
I was. Believe me, I was not a poster boy for the 12-step program.
Well, you were going to the. I
was going to the meetings. They said,
conventions.
they tell me you lie, you die. So I'd raise my hands and go, I don't like you, I don't like you, and I don't like you. So I'm telling the truth. So after about a year and a half, some little old lady comes up to me, sticks her finger in my navel, and goes, something, young man, can I say something to you? Maybe the problem is not your wife.
Because you at one point before you sobered up, because we were talking just a minute ago. And I said, that my wife watched the show last night, and you made her laugh. And my favorite thing with Tanya, I love taking her to a funny movie. I used to love watching The Office with her because it made her laugh. And so she used to think I was funny. She used to. I don't know if your wife has stopped. Pat's wife gave up on that how many years ago?
20.
Yeah.
At least,
wait a minute. How long
20.
you been married?
20 and a half.
Yeah, okay. I don't know what it is. As soon as you get married, your wife stops thinking you're funny.
Well, that's it. And I get the look. That's what I call it, the look.
Yeah.
Like I told you the other day, I'm running about some jokes by Tammy, and I realized 2 minutes into it, I go, you know what, babe, I'll call you back. I'm going to call somebody who appreciates me. But what I love is Pat. Every time Pat does Al Gore, she falls out of her chair. And it's interesting because in 2000, when he would come on the TV, she wouldn't say things like, oh, I can't stand this guy, I hate. She would just mute the television. In the middle of a conversation, his voice would come over our TV. She'd reach for the remote, mute him, and then start talking to me. And then when he stopped talking, she'd unmute the TV. But every time Pat does Gore, she falls out of her chair. So
wait, hang on just a second. What I'm learning from this story is your wife wasn't really listening to you.
Not at all.
If she's muting the TV, she's like, and then turning it back on in the middle of your conversation.
Exactly.
She's really just kind of looking your way.
But that's it.
Yeah.
She's in the room.
What does she do?
She shows dogs, and
what are you?
She shows dogs what? What does she show them?
She's a dog handler.
Here's a cat.
If you've ever seen the movie Best in Show, that's my wife's life.
Oh,
really?
Right, that's it. Yeah.
So I thought you were poor at one point.
We were. She doesn't make any money.
No, but I mean that's not something that we
weren't poor.
It's like, all of a sudden, it's like I'm talking to Ann Romney over here.
My kid came home one day and said, are we poor? I go, no, we're broke, man. There's a big difference. We got stuff. We can't pay for it, but we got stuff.